School teacher has close encounter with a female Bigfoot near Silverton, Oregon. Amaryllis writes RMSO. Silverton, Oregon, 1996. Watched a female Sasquatch a full minute, about 30 yards away. Took my breath away when she stood straight up and stared at me for a long 10 seconds. She ducked into a space behind a large boulder, and I ran for the car. The family was out target shooting for my daughter's sweet 16th birthday. We had two of her best friends, and my son was with us. I was the Sunday school teacher at a church. I said nothing to anyone for years. I could take you to the spot even today. I always knew they had to be out there. RMSO responds, Hi, Amaryllis. Thank you for the details of your sighting. Has anyone else seen one near that area that you know of? Oregon is a great place for reported sightings. Amaryllis continues, I don't know anyone personally that will admit to seeing one. My friend base isn't very big. I'm sure there must be sightings by some of the Silverton residents. We live further into the valley and city area, away from the hills we were shooting in. The logging roads up in the Silverton Hills go on for many miles. Hunting is good up there. RMSO states, Perhaps the sound of the target practice shots got the Bigfoot up and moving and helped create the conditions for your sighting. Amaryllis responds, We had been shooting for over an hour. Took a break to find an out-of-the-way bush or gully to relieve my bladder. I was about 100 yards from the car and around the bend in the gravel road. I felt very uncomfortable trying to find some privacy. It felt like I was being watched. If I had continued another 20 yards down the road, I likely would have bumped into the Sasquatch. She was beautiful. Gold brown hair that was at least 10 inches long. It swayed with every step she took. She was on all fours, just loping along a tiny path at the base of the hill, about 30 yards away from where I stood. She was an older adult that obviously had nursed more than one baby over the years, between 7 and 8 feet tall. When she got to the end of the little trail, she stood up on 2 feet and climbed straight up the side of the hill like a man climbing a wide ladder. Her feet and hands were not straining doing this. She didn't miss a beat, stood up on a ledge next to the boulder near the top of the hill, and turned around and stared at me. Well, I know what I saw, and it was not a bear. Thanks for listening. Best hunting. RMSO responds, Hi, Amaryllis. We have been near the Silverton area researching Bigfoot sightings on many occasions. Areas near Mount Hood, Welch's, Ripplebrook, Estacada, McMinnville, Shell Rock, and the list goes on. Your Bigfoot encounter and sighting is not just a one-off. You are in a place with a long history of sightings, videos, and photos that get reported to this day. We appreciate hearing from you and would like to encourage anyone else with a sighting to contact us at rmsobigfoot@gmail.com so that we can add your report to our database and perhaps investigate the area where you had your experience. Hope you all enjoyed the report. Keep on watching. We're going to keep on squatching. Klamath Bigfoot captured on camera, and Pilot Rock Sasquatch looks in resident's window. From the lower 48 of the United States and into Canada, the Pacific Northwest is well known for Sasquatch sighting reports, along with many videos, photos, and evidence of the Bigfoot creature. Sandwiched between the #1 reported Bigfoot hotspot in the world, Washington State, and the #2 reported hotspot of California is the state of Oregon. Oregon has a long history of Sasquatch. We would like to go over some of the Bigfoot activity around this state. The following photo was purportedly taken south of the Oregon caves in the Klamath Mountains of Northern California. Wolf M. submitted this large Sasquatch-shaped image to Bigfoot Evidence in August of 2018. This Bigfoot-shaped subject was purportedly captured on camera in the canyons of the Klamath Mountains along the Klamath River near the Happy Camp area. There's a long history of Sasquatch sightings in this area by settlers and the local Native American tribe called the Karakar. They call this creature the Hairy Man. This is some of what Wolf M. wrote to Bigfoot Evidence when he submitted the photo. Here's a photo my friend posted on her Facebook account. I don't know anything about the photo, but it was taken near Happy Camp, California. I've been studying Bigfoot since I was a kid as a hobby. I'm a musician by trade. I'm still a little skeptical about the whole thing, but thought you would enjoy this shot. I can try to find out more about the photo and get back to you. Apparently, this was the best shot he got. So there must be other pictures. I will see what I can find out. Hi, Wolf M. You watch this video? Bigfoot Evidence and RMSO, along with Sasquatch enthusiasts, would like to know more about this photo if you found out anything else. Is there more photos? Does there happen to be a video of the creature that has this Bigfoot-shaped characteristics? If you have any more information, please email one of us. Pilot Rock resident sees a Bigfoot looking in the window of their Oregon home. John H. writes BFRO. Report number 5505, Class A. I heard something funny while running my computer. Some weird voices and a funny sound. I can't make it myself. Out of the back window. I saw a Bigfoot looking at me. I said, hello, to him, but he just turned away and went out toward the field. Later I went around the place and did find a footprint on the bank behind the house. It was pointing toward the house, and I took a tape and it was 16 inches long, with it being 6 to 7 inches wide at the hill. I could see dermal ridges. John was encouraged to cast the track. I also asked the neighbors if they heard or seen anything. One said that they had heard the same weird voices, like a talking, but not making any sense. John states this happened at night, but he keeps the outside of his house well lit. Here is a follow-up investigation report by Tom Powell. I spoke with the witness John H. by phone on December 19, 2002, 2 days after the sighting. John offered that a nearby neighbor experienced a big loss of horse grain from protected storage during the same time. This and other described events are consistent with observations at other active sites. John was receptive to the idea of encouraging future visitation by making attempts to provision the visitors. Therefore, John will oblige the subject creatures by making food items available. He will observe and report on future developments should they occur. John will also request nearby neighbors be watchful and report relevant observation. John and his father are long-standing members of their rural community.